is a little bit on the fly. I don't think I've ever done one of these straight from the car. Had an event that I'm going to, and then found out that the Lakers hired Darvin Ham. So what do you want me to do? You want me to just go into that event, not do a quick little YouTube video about the Lakers hiring Darvin Ham? Let me give my opinions on this real quick. Appreciate you guys being a part of the show. Been a little while. Hope you guys are having a good summer. Okay, so let me give my thoughts on this real quick. So this is certainly, I guess you could say the best way I could put it, one of those situations where, ultimately you wanted to hurry up and find the right coach and find somebody that you felt was going to be the right fit for the Lakers position. And we kind of got there in a roundabout way. Some people liked the idea of going for a young coach. Other people weren't that crazy about it. I'm going to give my quick thoughts on this. By the way, can I tell you what a good feeling it is to talk some Lakers basketball, see the comments come up, see people tuning in. Maybe I got to do these more live, just in the car, random places, and just freaking talk Lakers basketball for a few minutes and then go about my day. Okay, so you're not going to see my hands because my hands are holding the phone on the steering wheel. So that's what we're doing right now, okay? Hands, steering wheel, safety, YouTube, a little bit of Lakers talk action. Laker fans, let me tell you what's going on here. My personal opinion, kind of like the hire. Not going to lie. I kind of like the hire of Darvin Ham. Now, I'm going to give you my reasons why. So, for me, this is kind of, just look at the candidates that were out there. Terry Stotts, Kenny Atkinson. I know there was Doc Rivers conversation, but that's not exactly the Doc Rivers piece of it. Maybe wasn't ever available or any of that stuff. My favorite coach that I heard in the offseason was Nick Nurse. Nick Nurse ain't available. So you got to move on from Nick Nurse because that wasn't going to happen. After that, it's like, I don't know. Laker fans, you tell me this. Is Terry Stotts all that much different than maybe I don't want to use Frank Vogel as an example, but how many different coaches kind of get recycled around the NBA? Maybe Terry Stotts would have been a perfect fit. The problem for me, from my perspective, I feel like there's plenty of Terry Stotts in the league. So the way I looked at it was this. Are you rolling the dice a little bit? You are, because Darvin Ham has never been a head coach in the NBA. Are you rolling the dice a little bit because Darvin Ham's first job in the National Basketball Association is going to be for a Lakers franchise that's desperate to win right away, that obviously let's put it this way. They're not going to give him much time to figure things out. What I'm referring to there is you got a squad that's trying to win right away. You got an organization that has 3 stars on there. You call them 2. I'm probably with you. It is 2 stars, but even Anthony Davis, you got to be on the floor more to really be considered a star. And then, just kind of add to the pieces of this, it's not going to be an easy gig. But this is where I kind of want to take my chances. I want to roll the dice if I'm the Lakers, and they obviously did this with Darvin Ham. And if you listen to, myself and Travis Rogers, we talk about this when we do our show, or even when I do Lakers talk. We've been spending a lot of time, obviously during the Lakers talk show, just talking about the candidates for the Lakers job. So this is kind of how I'll break it down. I'll take my chances with somebody who was in the league for 8 years, that won a championship actually with the Pistons. Darvin Ham was part of that Pistons team in 2004, so he won a championship in the NBA. He was in the league for 8 years. He was an assistant coach with the Lakers, I think 2011 to 2013. Let me go a little further. He was an assistant coach for the Atlanta Hawks for, I want to say, 5 years, and then he was an assistant coach, obviously, with the championship Milwaukee Bucks for the last few years as well, and he won a championship there. I think I will take my chances with somebody that I feel like can talk to players a little bit differently, can talk to players as, no, I've been there, I've done that, I've sat in your seat before, I've been through the preseason, I've been through the regular season grind, I've been through training camp, I've been through the ups and the downs and the good locker rooms and the bad locker rooms, and the guy has close to 10 years as an assistant coach in the league, so let's not pretend that he was only a player and he was jumping in the NBA. He's got some assistant coach experience as well. So I guess if you're gonna, it's not like there was really one name out there that you thought, oh my gosh, that's the guy. The Lakers would be crazy if they don't hire him. Where the last time the Lakers were in this position, if you remember, Vogel was their third choice. Ty Lue was a candidate. Monty Williams was a candidate. Lakers didn't offer enough years to go get those guys. This year, I don't feel like that was the case. I feel like it was Darvin Ham. There were some other people as well that were candidates. And I guess for me, none of those other candidates really stood out. If you weren't going to get a guy like Nick Nurse, I've seen what Quinn Snyder has done. I've seen what he's done in the playoffs. Personally, I don't think they've progressed in the last couple of years in Utah. That was underwhelming to me. Terry Stotts doesn't have a job right now. When he was with the Blazers, did you ever feel like, okay, hey, this guy is the difference of this team getting somewhere and not getting somewhere? It really didn't do it for me. Kenny Atkinson, maybe you can make a case for too, but again, didn't really do it for me. So I think out of the options that were there, I'll take my chances on Darvin Ham. Here's going to be the real question mark. The big question mark is this: can he figure out these personalities? Will Russ be on this team or will he not? My hope is that Russ is not going to be on the team. Nothing personal to Russ. I think we could all just say that just wasn't a good fit. I don't know what's going to change this upcoming season if he's still on the roster. But can Darvin Ham do something that Frank Vogel probably wasn't able to do last season? Will he have the troops pulling the rope in the same direction? I think there were a lot of games last year I didn't feel like that was the case. You can put some of that blame on Vogel. You can put none of it on the blame. But the reality is, whoever your coach is, you're kind of in a tough spot if you don't deliver, especially with the Lakers. It's not like they were a fifth or sixth seed and lost in the first or second round. They didn't make the play-in tournament. So my initial thoughts right out the gate, I like it. Take my chances with Darvin Ham. You know what I mean? Take my chances with a former player. This is the one thing that I hope for. Two other things I want to hit on. I hope Darvin Ham is one of those coaches that tells superstars how he actually feels. I don't want that's LeBron James, don't say anything. Oh, that's Anthony Davis, I better not piss him off. Oh, that's Russ, I better let Russ just be Russ. No. If we get one of those this year, I'm not kidding when I say this. It would be I think it would be awful, and I actually really feel like that's part of the allure of Darvin Ham. I just have a feeling that he's going to be a player. He's going to be a coach that gets into players' face and kind of tells them how it is. Why wouldn't he? Guy's been in the league for a long time. He's been around the NBA for a while. He was a former player for X amount of years. I really hope he's a coach that challenges players, tells them when he feels like you're right, you're wrong, whatever the case is. That's my hope on that part. And then the last piece I want to do to this, and then I got to get the hell out of here because I'm supposed to be going to a wedding, which by the way, I dropped my girl off at and was like, hey, I'll be back. Save some liquor for me. But the last piece of this is Rob Pelinka. I kept barking about this on the radio, and I've told you guys this before on Lakers Talk. I've said that ultimately at the end of the day, this hire could be his final hire as president of basketball operations for the Lakers. And I really, really mean that. This could be his final hire. So don't get pressured into all these other people telling you who to go hire. Don't get pressured into Phil Jackson or Kurt Rambis or Magic Johnson or LeBron. Go get the person that you think is the best fit for the Los Angeles Lakers. And if you go down making sure that it was your decision. Darvin Ham, we'll see what happens. There's no guarantees this will be a success. There's no guarantee that this won't work out. But I like them kind of going a little bit. We're going to do it our way. You like it, you don't like it. This is the guy that we feel like is the right fit for the Lakers. And I give Pelinka a little bit of credit of that. Listen, this is a roll the dice type of hire, and I'll tell you what I mean by that. It's a roll the dice type of hire because we can't say that Darvin Ham has 10 years of experience as a head coach. We can't say that. Remember when Darvin Ham in the playoffs, when he was the head coach of the Bucks or the Spurs or blah blah blah, he did this or made that decision. We don't have that with Darvin Ham. So a lot of this is going to be, certainly unique, and we'll see how it plays out. So with all that in mind, I appreciate you guys tuning in on this breaking news live stream. Why don't I just do this every once in a while? Just freaking grab the live stream and go. I almost forget how easy it is to do it this way. So somebody's putting on here, LeBron James approves. I saw his tweet. LeBron obviously excited about that. So, obviously that's you got to make sure you have the buy-in of your stars. But I can't emphasize it more. I hope Darvin Ham challenges this upcoming season for the Lakers. I hope this dude has no problem telling players how he feels and figures it out from there. So appreciate you guys being a part of the show. Thank you for coming on the channel. Laker fans, hope you guys have a great Friday night, and hope you guys have a great Memorial Day weekend. And we'll try to get another one of these out as soon as it makes sense. But thank you for being a part of the show. Have a good rest of your night. All right, Laker fans. How do I turn this off? There we go. Right here. All right, we'll see you guys.